Hello everyone! In today's video, we will be discussing the top 5 best Android TV boxes 2026 through extensive research and testing we've put together. For more information on the products, we've included links in the description box down below, which are updated for the best prices. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to our Goods A to Z channel for more informative content. Now, let's get started. Kicking things off at number 5, we have the RT-GX1/X96 Android TV box. Look, if you are staring at 100 different Android boxes, wondering which one isn't going to be a complete waste of money, this is your answer for a budget-friendly entry point. If you are someone who has never used one of these before and you aren't ready to drop serious cash without knowing if you'll even like the experience, this is actually a pretty decent starting place. The interface is clean enough, and it runs Android TV without too many hiccups. For basic streaming on Netflix, YouTube, or Disney+, it gets the job done. Now, let's be real about what you're getting here. This isn't going to blow your mind with performance. You will notice some lag when switching between apps or scrolling through menus. It's not terrible, but it is there. The 4K upscaling works okay, though you can definitely tell the difference if you're used to higher-end hardware. Where this thing actually surprised me is the connectivity options. You've got multiple USB ports, Ethernet, and the Wi-Fi is stable enough for streaming without constant buffering issues. The remote is super basic, but hey, it works. This is perfect if you're setting up a secondary TV in a bedroom or guest room, or if you're just testing the waters. Just don't expect it to handle heavy gaming. It's a solid budget box that knows its lane and stays in it. Coming in at number 4 is the Amazon Fire TV Cube 4K. And this is where things start getting interesting, because Amazon really packed some features into this thing. First off, the hands-free Alexa integration is genuinely useful, way more useful than you might think. You can control your entire entertainment setup with voice commands, dim your smart lights, and check the weather without touching a remote. The processing power here is noticeably better than your standard Fire Stick. What really sets the Cube apart is how it acts as a smart home hub. If you're already in the Amazon ecosystem with Echo devices, this becomes the center of everything. The 4K streaming quality is excellent, HDR looks great, and it handles Dolby Atmos without issues. App loading is snappy, and multitasking doesn't bog it down. My main gripe is the interface is heavily Amazon-focused. They really want you buying or renting stuff through their store, and sometimes finding your other streaming apps takes an extra click or two. Here's my take. If you're already using Amazon services and you like the convenience of voice control, this is absolutely worth it. But if you aren't in that ecosystem or find their interface annoying, you might want to look elsewhere. It's powerful hardware with some software quirks. Now we're at number 3 with the NVIDIA Shield TV Pro 8GB model. Okay, this is where we get into serious enthusiast territory. This isn't just an Android TV box, it's basically a mini entertainment computer. The 8GB of RAM makes a huge difference if you load up a ton of apps, run a Plex server, or do any kind of gaming through GeForce Now. The performance is buttery smooth and noticeably faster than almost anything else on the market. What I really love about this version is the storage flexibility and extra power for multitasking. You can have multiple 4K streams running and store way more apps without worrying about space. The AI upscaling is honestly incredible. It takes regular HD content and makes it look surprisingly close to native 4K. Plus, if you're into retro gaming or emulation, this thing handles it like a champ. Here's where it gets tricky though. This is a significant investment. You really need to ask yourself if you need that extra RAM. If you're running a Plex server, doing serious gaming, or are a tech enthusiast who wants the absolute best, then yes, it is worth it. But if you're just streaming Netflix, you might be paying for power you'll never actually use. It's powerful hardware with some software quirks. Now we're at number 2 with the NVIDIA Shield TV Pro, and honestly, for most people, this is the sweet spot in the lineup. You're getting that same incredible NVIDIA performance and AI upscaling, the excellent remote, and support for basically every streaming format you can think of. The difference between this and the 8GB model is you have less RAM and storage, but for 95% of users, you're never going to hit those limitations. The Shield TV Pro absolutely crushes streaming quality. We're talking Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, and 4K HDR at 60 FPS, all running flawlessly. The Tegra X1 Plus processor is the same beast powering the 8GB version, so you get that same snappy performance when switching apps. And that AI upscaling genuinely makes older content look way better than it should. Plus, you can use it as a SmartThings hub and run a Plex server for your home network. Unless you're specifically doing something that needs the extra RAM mentioned in the previous model, you won't notice the difference in day-to-day use. This is the one I recommend to most people who want the absolute best streaming experience without going completely overboard. It's future-proofed, powerful, and built like a tank. Finally, landing at number 1, we've got the standard NVIDIA Shield TV. Yeah, this is the one I keep coming back to. Now, you might be thinking, wait, isn't this the cheaper, less powerful version? And you're right, it is. Here's why it's number 1. It gives you 90% of the Shield Pro experience at a much better value, and for most people's actual use cases, that's all you need. The tube design is compact, and it has the same AI upscaling technology, the same great app support, and identical streaming quality. The performance is excellent, apps load fast, 4K streaming is smooth, and Dolby Vision and Atmos work perfectly. The AI upscaling makes your regular HD content look way better than it should. The remote is solid. The interface is clean Android TV without bloatware, and it just works consistently, every single time. No weird crashes, no random reboots. It's reliable in a way that budget boxes just aren't. You're getting NVIDIA's premium technology and build quality without paying the full Pro Premium. Is it the absolute best performer on this list? No, but it is the best bang for your buck. Unless you specifically need to run a Plex server or do serious emulation, this is the Shield to get. It's powerful enough to handle anything you throw at it, and you aren't paying for features you'll never use. You wanted the best, you got it. See you guys later.